Hello. I'm still tweaking a few things. Hello. I'm a little bit early today. Well, I'm early for coming on the screen. I'm on time for my normal time slot, but I wanted to show you something very quickly. So, Whiskers is doing a very silly pose, and I thought it was pretty funny. She does like to hang around there now. Like, there's that plant, and some of the roots have come up a little bit out of the sand. So she just likes to perch herself against the tank glass, and she'll lay there for like 10 minutes at a time. So yeah, you get to watch the loach in a very dramatic pose. It's like the Michelangelo David pose for loaches. Anyways, how are you, Leofar? I'm good. I had a shower, which is why my hair looks kind of weird. Yes, I actually have a plan today. We're gonna geotune that Steam geyser, Sweaty the Steam geyser. Cool steam vent. Because we have about 1.5 tons of bleach stone in our storage bin. And we're going to consume about 0.125 kilograms per second of bleach stone with 5 geotuners. So that's enough to run us for 200 cycles. And that will effectively double the cool steam vent's output, which will let us double the amount of dupes we have. And I reckon 200 cycles, there's loads more bleach stone on the map, so we can just keep digging it up. And I think that gives us enough time to find a chlorine vent and set up the squeaky puff branch. So I think that's a plan. Anyways, let's get over to the game, because I've waited around long enough now. I like to wait around at the start a little bit just to give people time to come in. And also because I'm usually setting stuff up, but today I wasn't really. Right. Here we are. So, there's something I want to do before the geotuning though. I want to get the polluted water off of this planet, and I want to start feeding bog buckets just to give us a little bit of extra food. I shouldn't have planted all these mealwoods because we only have like 5 tons of dirt left, and there really isn't really much left on the map. I could start sending dirt over from this planet, but that seems like the wrong move. So that's the first thing we'll do, because we want to get rid of the polluted water on that asteroid as well. And there's a big polluted water vent that we can eventually hook up. So I think it makes sense to just drain all this environmental water first. The obsidian is going to get in the way of us digging this bit, but there's not actually... It's actually cold enough that the slime is dying over here. Yeah, so we can just... If we want to let that out, we could do that, but we're not going to let it out over here yet. We have some idols. So let's actually just set up all the infrastructure. We know we're going to send polluted water from the other planet. We know it's going to come out of here. So I think it makes sense to send the pipe... A packet of chlorine. We don't really want to interrupt. It will send the pipe this way. This water pipe is no longer functional. So we can disconnect it from here. Disconnect it from here. And then send it this way. And then we'll just set up a load of hydroponic farms here. Yeah, I think that's a plan. Although, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to snake this through here like this. Yeah, that's good for now. Then in terms of the actual, so we can unpause it now. In terms of the actual tiles themselves, we'll make these hydroponics. We're going to have to make these out of iron. We don't have enough copper anymore. It's fine. So there are 19 on each level. That's kind of awkward. But we're going to have, let's see. I'm not going to bother with these ones. We'll have 95 bog buckets. For now. We will set these all to priority 1s. Actually, no. We'll just let them... We'll just harvest them all once, and then we'll remove the planter boxes. That sounds like a good idea. So we go over here, have a look at the bog bucket. These consume... They need darkness, which is fine. They consume 40 kilograms per cycle. So that comes to... about 60-ish grams per second for each of them. Is that right? You just need to divide it by 600. So yeah, it should be 66.6 grams per second for each of these. Times it by 100, you get 6.6 kilograms per second of polluted water consumed. So yeah, one pipe should satisfy all of those bog buckets. So that gives them something else to do. These critter sensors are going to go haywire while this is happening. And if we come over here, it looks like Meep is just finishing the pump. We haven't really given him the best working conditions, but he's making it work. It's going to take a lot to piss Meep off now that he has sunny disposition, so we can just get him to do all these dirty jobs. Still taming the metallic swamp asteroid. I did really like that start. That was a fun start. But yeah, we have loads of metal volcanoes all over the place. Like on this asteroid we have, well, this isn't a metal volcano, it's a regular volcano. We have a copper volcano here. We have a cobalt volcano somewhere. I'm trying to grab all this sand. We did just find a gold volcano on the main planet. It was down here, so we're just going to let this erupt. We're going to keep analyzing it. And at the moment we're trying to get down to the oil biome, which must be somewhere down here. And we've ended up with a bit of polluted water down here, but that's okay. Got some melting ice. So lots of iron. We can just grab this as well while we're here. Seems worthwhile. In fact, there's also just... Yeah, this is all iron. That's a huge pocket of iron. In fact, we might as well just grab all of this. It's fine. There's a big segment over here as well. I'm getting very sidetracked. This tends to happen. Oh, well, I'm sure that'll be helpful later. Critter starvation. Dracos are starving. Yeah, I am expecting these Dracos to starve. That's fine. Once we have the... Now, one thing I haven't gotten here yet is an auto sweeper in this room. Because eventually we're going to start eating these Dracos en masse. And then we'll want to put them in the meat receptacle. Is this the meat receptacle? No, this is the reed fiber receptacle. This is the meat receptacle. Why is this one the meat receptacle? Why did I think this would grab all of the reed fiber? Such an odd choice. Because I definitely set up this line yesterday to feed all of these machines reed fiber, but this is never going to reach the whole room. We just eat these Dracos. So food is going to get dropped here. How bizarre. I have no idea how my mind works. I don't really have room in here to put anything else. I think we need to make it so that this... I think we could put 2 in. Maybe that's what we do. So we'll make this reed fiber and food. We'll set that up to just drop it here. We'll make that priority 8. And then we can actually move this over 1 tile. And then we can put 2 conveyor loaders here, 1 for the reed fiber and 1 for the meat. That's a bit of a weird way of doing it, but I guess it works. Because what are we actually dropping in here? We're dropping the phosphorite in here. And then the auto sweeper is putting the phosphorite in these. Oh, that's why we have it there, because it needs to put the phosphorite in all these tiles. Right, so I need to rebuild that then. Because that's the other function of this. I think I just need to make it asymmetrical. Rip. That's fine. Hey Neo, how you doing? We're gonna do some geotuning later, but I'm just sorting this thing out first, because I kind of misinterpreted how it should work. So then we need to disconnect this, that's fine. I'm not even going to bother deconstructing this, we'll just leave it there in case we want it in the future. So yeah, we're going to switch this from food to reed fiber. And then this one will be for food. And we should actually connect this here. Which should be fine. Got hot chocolate. So I finally uploaded last night's stream to YouTube because I realized I didn't quite cut off the stream at the wrong point, so I had to edit that one to cut out the end. Right, so this needs to be food. And then we just need to have this go here. And then that will go over to the kitchen. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, here I am to build the things. Or at least supply them, I guess. So then we should be able to murder all these Dreco and have the meat come over to the kitchen. That should be a thing. Plastic continues to multiply. We continue to place the up beds. Yes, let's have a look over here. So we're now pumping the polluted water out of that pool. It's just about to go into the teleporter. So there's the black hole. It should be coming out the other end. Yeah, that's the output. We haven't actually set that to go anywhere yet. That's fine. These things aren't even really growing. I'm just going to get rid of these mealwoods. I shouldn't have even set these up. We don't really have enough dirt. And mealwood's bad. It's not that bad, but it uses dirt and it's not good food. We have the polluted water, so I think bog buckets just makes more sense. Yeah, don't bother fertilizing these. It's hatch food. Oh, I guess if you wanted to feed sage hatches, you could feed them meal ice. But you probably you just feed them the dirt, because that would turn the mass of the dirt into coal instead of the mass of the meal ice into dirt, which is into coal, which is hardly anything. Yeah, I guess we'll start planting these. We don't actually have a huge amount of seeds. We need our friend to send over more seeds. Speaking of which, our friend is bored. Well, that was some fortunate timing, friend. Digging here. We'll just start grabbing all of the buried bits we can find. Because these are probably all bog buckets. Or at least a lot of them probably are. Just make sure not to undermine any mud. Yeah, dig that. Some of those will be mallows, but yeah. You get exponentially more cal if you feed meal ice and dirt. Oh yeah, I mean in terms of growing the sage hatches for food, that is more efficient to feed them with the meal ice. But in terms of the actual coal produced, it's much less. Yes. But I don't use sage hatches that often. I did use them in one run where I was feeding them all the dirt the pips were producing. But other than that, I don't tend to go with them. Let's see. This is pretty easy pickings. I'm gonna grab as many seeds as I can. That's one. So this polluted dirt doesn't actually give way, it's just the mud. So we can dig this as well. We want to keep emptying polluted water pockets. Like these. We'll just get Meep to do some underwater digging. Yeah, some of these are ready for harvest, we might as well grab these as well. I could keep expanding the hatches down here as well, if I wanted. That's definitely something I could do. But I think we're going to be alright on the food fronts once we get the bog buckets set up, so I don't want to have a huge amount of critters just yet. I think taming this is more important, because this is in its active phase. It'll be in its active phase for another 70 cycles. So I want to set up a proper tamer instead of this water tank. I think the idea is going to be something like this. So it's going to erupt about 1.1 kilograms per second on average, which is actually quite small for a cool steam vent, which is kind of sad. But we can double that with geotuning. That's the max geotune output. And that will be slightly more water than you get out of a single steam turbine. So we'd put in 2. You do need a bit of spare plastic for that, but it would be like a 10 wide room. And then we do some other shenanigans in here. Probably put like, because this is going to be coming out at 200 degrees C. We could put other water in here to boil if we wanted, maybe. Do the maths on that. Because it's gonna come out at 210. We want to lower that slightly to get these to run. We will have to actually cool these properly, so we probably put an aquatuner in here as well. It wouldn't be self-cooled if we geotune this. But it would generate a lot of power. So I'm excited to try and build that, especially because it means we can put in more electrolyzers and then we can have more dupes. Yeah, might as well grab one harvester meal ice. Justify these being planted. It doesn't really justify it, but we have enough spare labor that I think they're just happy to be here. They're happy to be here, breathing, you know, enjoying the finer things like air. It'll take them a while to build all this pipe. So, has this been erupting? It looks like it's ready to erupt. Is it actually going to? I think it will. I think the liquid pressure is low enough that it should. So we'll keep an eye on that. Also, something else I realized about Geotuners. They have automation inputs and outputs. So if you set a Geotuner to a certain geyser, it will send you an automation signal when it erupts. So you can set an alarm for when your geyser is erupting specifically. I mean, you can usually tell because you could put like a sensor that's like a thermo sensor or a hydro element sensor or something. But it is still handy. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this one to volcano. We'll set these ones to sweaty. Got a little bit of a counter here. Will they tune when dormant? How long is the buff? So I think what happens, I don't know exactly what happens. I've never used these before. But I think they buff the rate. I think they buff it as it's erupting and it consumes the material as it's erupting. But I honestly don't know. We'll have to see. So let's see what all these do. Yeah, there we go. Look, it gets like a little geyser icon. Makes a little sound. Kind of crazy. Experimentation needed. Requires duplicate to produce amplification data through experimentation, which is... yeah, so people are delivering at the moment. Target is erupting. Awaiting delivery. So, if I disable this, we don't have any phosphorus, so we can't actually geotune this. And in terms of temperature, this is all insulated, so this is mostly fine. I could start whacking the temperature up on this already. Just get a little bit extra water. That sounds reasonably dangerous and fun. Get auto sustainability. You can have sustainability as well. You have piloting. Looks like we've got quite a lot of ethanol in here now for the fishies. This is this is the cursed fish pond. But they would be happy were it not for the fact that they're overcrowded. They need slightly more water. Or liquid, I guess, in this case. Yeah, Ron, are you going to do the thing? No. Leave those a lower priority for now. I do want to just replace all of these. And let's set the duties priority on this to 9. Because we want them to tend these plants whenever possible. I'm looking forward to it. It's been a while since we've done anything seriously new. I mean, other than the Hermit yesterday, I think the Hermit's quite happy with his Sunbug pal. But I think we've stalled out in progress for this because we need the better food stuffs first. But that's fine. That will come later. He can just hang out and admire the Sunbug for now. Hopefully he doesn't eat it. Yeah, I don't know how many of these we actually have. Not that many. How's your digging going, Meep? Where are you? Over there, that's fine. Or on the phones and you're ignoring them, Meep's just like, I've just got to dig. Oh, here's some bog buckets. I didn't spot these. It would help if I harvested the ones that were actually on the map. We do also need to actually collect that sand so that we can start deodorizing this air. Oh well, I'm sure it'll be fine. Yeah, deconstruct these. Target is not erupting. I'll keep these on low priority. You all have stuff to do at the moment. I'm going to speed up again. And then I think it's probably also worth setting up the auto sweepers in here now, because I'm pretty sure we are going to dedicate this ranch space to food as well. First, just to produce this extra stockpile, the dupes, and second, just to... Does that overlap? No, there's one bit where it doesn't overlap. How annoying. So I guess 3 each. We've used so much iron from the map, but we just dig a little bit more and it just keeps coming back. So we've clearly made the right decision just using it all. And then these will be for food. So we can just put these over like this. They have to be in darkness, so no lights are allowed. Hello, darkness, my old friend. And then you can come down here. I could, because the conductive wire doesn't have any decor penalty, I could just wire it all along here. But, I don't know. Still like hiding the wire when I can. I've come to talk to you again. Yeah, we're done with all of this now. Oh, whoops. I have done goofed. Wait, what? No, it is deconstructing, it's just not showing the icon. So these are all just ingredients. So that all just needs to go onto this line. This sensor is for the... This filter is for sorting out the eggs. So everything else goes in here. And then it gets sorted in here. So what I could do is I could just take these, actually bring them up here this way. I do like the xylophone sound. It never gets old. And then we can bridge this over here. And send this here. Seems good. Right. All of the ranches are full, but they're not... This should be opening. Why isn't that opening? Because there's eggs in here that are incubating. I should probably set this to critters only. Yeah, because we just want to drown these guys at the moment. Have I put the wrong door here? Is that something that's actually happened? No, a hatch did get in there. We'll leave that for now. These will need to be set to... I'll just set these to edibles. We kind of built this in the wrong order. I actually need them to prioritize the pipes. So in terms of construction priority, I actually want you to prioritize... Let's see. Yeah, prioritize the pipes first. The other stuff can wait. That's not a pipe. Because we want to start growing these plants as soon as possible just to multiply the seeds. Or Paku. Just 9 the whole area. No. We have a farmer. We have a farmer pay. It's pretty cool. But how can I turn down the Paku? I don't think I can. I don't think I have it in me. We can drop the Paku in the ethanol tank again. There are little baby fries, so they are breeding in here. So yeah, let's go for it. Paku time. Paku time. Fish. You gonna decide which way to go? No. They eventually end up in here, but they haven't quite figured out that's the way to go. Also, look at this. It looks like we've got rid of most of the chlorine. I wasn't even looking at this. I think the dash of salt vines have actually done their job. Very nice. We have a big carbon dioxide patch down here. I think I'm actually going to extend the shaft down here. Start working on this. We'll get to the Geotuners soon, I promise. Yeah, they just need a chlorine atmosphere and you need to feed them sand. But they don't take up the sand if they're not in the chlorine. But they consume the chlorine, so planting these dash of salt vines everywhere has gotten rid of all the spare chlorine in the base. So our plan worked. What happened? What happened with this fire pole? I don't think I completely finished this. It's not a lot of sand. It's like 7 kilograms per cycle. But if you're running them full time, I can see why that would be a little bit of an issue. But if you're just running them for a little bit, it's not too much. And that's only while they're breathing it. They're not breathing it all the time either. Like, their uptime goes down the more chlorine is removed from the base. How much sand do we have on this planet anyways? We have 163 tons of sand here. And to be honest, if we ever run out of sand, we'll just get them to rock crush more, because there's kilotons of rock on this planet. There's so much rock. You would not believe. You probably would believe. It's a lot. What do you mean outside of laboratory? You have a light source. The lamp. Oh, it's not powered. Oh, we just we disconnected the wire. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, the hatches are wandering here just fine. I was overcomplicating this. Right, are you actually prioritizing these? I think you are. Who's going in here? We got... Oh, we filled all of our pup beds. Rip. The downside for nyctophobic dupes is like minus 10% immunity and plus 10% stress, I think. I can't remember off the top of my head. It's not that bad. But it is stress, so if you're doing it on hard difficulty, you definitely wouldn't want that. Yeah, I think turning off the eggs in here was needed. Otherwise, they just wander around outside forever. So we're getting more meat again, that's good. People are cooking. Although not at the moment. We still need oil. We need to find some oil. There's oil. We have our exosuits, so I'm not worried. So I think we just do the shaft down to here. We try and preserve as much of this abyssalite as we can. So then I think we just go across like this. Start extracting all of the oil. Ooh, there's a geyser. How delightful. Oh, we want to grab all the iron too. So we can grab this. What's been erupting that we haven't been paying attention to recently? Cobalt volcano. Well, there is cobalt, and it is cooling down. So that's good. We are making more Atmo suits again, because we were wanting to make them out of just the cobalt. Got a little bit here that says Geotuned. Cool. How are things going over here? We do need Meep to get the digging skill. That would be really nice. Oh no, Meep's got hypothermia. Boo. He's got 43,000 calories, and most of it's non-perishables. So that's pretty good. Yeah, this should solve most of the food issues. But we do need to... I actually need to let more people through here, I think. Let's just double check. I've given everyone with the training a hat, I believe. Let's just double check that. Yeah, I need the exosuit hat now. So I only want to send people out to dig if they have suits. Yeah, that's fine. So people with hats should be allowed to go out. Yeah, we've got everyone already. So if we look at priorities on here, Bert should be doing a lot less digging. We could actually up digging priority on everyone who has a hat. I think that makes sense because they'll get the extra excavation from the exosuit itself, anyways. Geraldo looks so naked without a hat. That's what I should. Oh, hold on. Where have all the frames gone? Why are we losing frames? Crunchy internet time. Brave browser. Oh, hold on. Here we go. That should help. Right, apologies for that. It said we were lagging. I don't know whether you guys could see it. But it evidently wasn't too bad. These poor Packer were trying their best. Let's see. Annabelle gets a skill. We'll give you super duper hard digging. There we go. So I think at this point, what is this even actually powering? It's just the rock crusher. So I think we can actually remove all of this now. And we'll relocate the research building somewhere else. Yeah, let's do it. You don't need any of this anymore. We can remove all this wire, and then we can extend the fire pole all the way down here. Right, where is the water? There's the water. We grow in bog buckets. There's radioactive contaminants in the air, apparently. I'm not really surprised. There's a lot of radiation here. Right, I need to tell them to manually deliver to all of these suits. Annoying. Yeah, keep hooking these up. But we're not going to want to let too many people out at once until we get slightly more water and oxygen production going. What's breathability looking like? It's not great, it's not terrible. We need to let all the carbon dioxide out of here. Yeah, I can see that becoming a problem. So probably worth putting airflow tiles between all of these ranches. In fact, we could even make these floors airflow tiles. That could be worth doing. Yeah, I don't know. I think this makes more of a difference. Yeah, let's keep looking for seeds over here. There's a lot of plug slugs. We should definitely do something with those. I think what we would actually do is we would stick a wire over here, and then the plug slugs can come hang out. Literally. So yeah, let them all out. Grab that. Grab this. There's another seed over there. Grab that one. Yeah, none of this stuff is too urgent. Obviously, we can't fertilize these because it's a stable. You can't have a greenhouse and a stable and use both stations in one room. RIP. Or plastic. Yeah, this stuff doesn't need to be that high priority. How is the oil digging going? Let's make this priority 9. Oh, we need to dig this out too. We are going to let some water over here. So in fact, I think what I'll actually do is I'll just dig the shaft all the way down here. We may eventually use this, but this will let all the water drain off down here, and then we'll enter the oil biome and not contaminate it. I want to keep an eye out for spore kids as well, because there could be spore kids. Look at how much iron there is. This is ridiculous. There's another geyser over here as well. So many of these. I mean, this is a geoactive map, so it makes sense. Yeah, once we're done with these, in fact, we can actually be done with these comfy beds for now. Like, we've got 21. We haven't got that many dupes. So perhaps the next use for plastic will be ladders? I'm not sure how helpful that is. I mean, each plastic ladder is 50. It is a long way down. Let's speed up a little bit. So we've got all this food production. Now we just need to get the water production increased. So I think I do want to actually activate these. So let's see how these go. We've got the bleach stone fairly nearby. I do actually want to see these work. So it is nice that everyone's chipping into the building. I have a lot of spare refiber now, actually. Only 7 atmo suits left. Could start making snazzy suits again. I think I do want to give everyone primo garb before we do a load of paintings and things. Ooh. Wow, there we go. Rowan's using the thing. So it's a task. You're getting lit workspace. You're getting lab workspace. Low oxygen. So you're researching at the Geotuner. Compiling data. So he does a task. He pours it in the little statue. So now that's bubbling away. And it has 600 seconds worth of data. So basically, each task they do lets the geyser erupt at increased speed for 10 minutes. And that consumes 50 kilograms of bleach stone. And then that gives the rates that we've seen in the GC fungus video. But that's effectively a 20% boost. Where does it? Yeah, so plus 807.91 grams. That's the actual eruption volume. And it increases it by 20 degrees. So when it's erupting, it will erupt harder. And this thing here is now... it's ticking. So I think it indicates it's being geotuned. So will this tick faster if there's more geotunes? That'll be interesting. But something else... yeah, so now you've got the modified rate here. With 2 geotuners. Wait a second. Wait a second. This is way more than what I thought it would be. So if we have 5 geotuners, that's actually going to be... oh, no. I'm misreading it. So the geotune amount is 1.6 kilograms per second. And originally it was 4.1. So when we add the 5 geotuners, then it will be double. Okay, good. That's what I thought. It's pretty nice. You can turbine it straight out the vent. Yeah, it seems really good. Condensing steam, cool steam vents is always a bit annoying. Even if you know what you're doing. And heating them up is also a little bit annoying. And this is just heating it up with bleach stone. But yeah. Hey, Frank is a tank. Yeah, the geotuners stack. You can have up to 5 of them at once. So the aim is to have about 8 kilograms per second of steam coming out of this when it erupts at 210 degrees. So that'd be pretty cool. But there's more stuff I actually need to do with this room. We're just letting it erupt into a tank at the moment, and that's not good. We want to build some steam turbines and stuff. I actually want to close... off access to this bit. We want this to be like... yeah, so we've shut this here. So this is an exosuit only zone now. So we can open up the chlorine and not worry about it. So yeah, let's deconstruct these. Then we can dig this out. I like the noise it makes as well. It's spooky. So this is being geotuned by 3 different ones now. So it's going to come out 170 degrees, but there's even more. So the thing is, when this is actually erupting, it's going to fill the room with 8 kilograms per second of steam. Which makes me think we're actually going to want more than 2 steam turbines on this. I think we're going to want 4, so that we can absorb all of the steam during the eruption. So let's make that the plan. Yeah, make a bigger room as well. So this is what the room would look like. I would make it central, but we're going to be doing stuff with this as well. So we'll just do it like this. Ugh. Yeah, per dupe operation gives 600 seconds buff. That's what we've seen, so that's good. Yeah, so this is now geotuned with all 5 of them. So it's erupting 8.1 kilograms per second at 210 degrees. That is what it's saying here. It's probably going to start choking itself pretty soon. Seconds countdown only when erupting. Yes, that is what I expected. So if we look at these... So yeah, data remaining is being consumed. I would have thought there'd be like an animation here while the geysers erupting, but that's fine. The Geotuner building itself also produces heat. So it is something to think about. But we're pumping cold oxygen into the base anyway, so I'm not that concerned. The oxygen is still cold. Our room has filled its purpose pretty well. Yeah, you can see it's overpressure now because the steam just... So this is the issue. The steam, without taming this properly, the steam at that temperature and that volume just doesn't condense. So the data is wasted as the steam vent is overpressure. So you don't want to geotune it until it's actually tamed. So we'll just disable this for now. I presume that will stop the data from being consumed. Let's see. Please toggle them. Yeah, so now this has data, but it's not... Yeah, it's not consuming it. I hope it didn't just delete all the data. What if you set up a flashing NOT gate? What do you mean? Oh, like with an overpressure sensor. You could do that. I'm not going to bother, because we're just going to tame it properly first before doing that. We're going to get this tamed really soon. And people are already looking for stuff to do. Although, let's see. You know what? I'm going to let a little bit of chlorine out. This is actually... If I seal this up, then this area will be outside the base as well. So I could just do that. Or we could just let the chlorine slowly saunter its way down here where it's going to get eaten by the plants anyways. I think I just don't care. Yeah, let's just start digging this out. We want more bleach stone anyways. Although obviously that doesn't help because we need a hard digging person. Let's do another research. It gives people more stuff to do. Start grabbing, I don't know, space stuff maybe. Yeah, there really isn't a lot else for us to grab, so we'll just start grabbing space stuff. Oh! We removed the research labs. Of course we did. Well, we do want to put those in an actual laboratory. Could put those in here for now. Remove this. So we know all the labs are going to be this spot anyways. Also, we found a buried object, but I missed the tooltip. It's one of these ones. It is. We found another copper volcano. Very nice. There's one down here as well, which we should find fairly quickly. There's the magma already. Cool. We got a little gooey goo. Some jumping joyers. It's pretty good having the two metal volcanoes right there. Yeesh. Remove the vent. This oxygen pipe, I've disconnected this. I'm just going to deconstruct this. We're not going to have it run here forever. We don't need it anymore. Release the oxygen. So, I think what we're going to do for this lab is we're going to have the research station here. We're going to have the supercomputer here. We're going to put a light in between. Because normally I just keep this near the printing pot, but we're actually moving it up here. I probably could have just rearranged it down here, but meh. Actually, maybe I should just do that. It's probably easier. Yeah, we'll just do that. That's fine. So let's see. We're going to make this all granite. And we are going to make these all Geotuners, but the printing pot is special, so we'll leave that one there. Just put the room here. Put the... It just feels wrong not having these next to the printing pod, even if we are technically moving them. Yeah, these can come down here. And the only issue with this is that there's not a water source nearby for this for them to pitch a pump from, because we moved that a while ago. But we're not going to be doing research all the time anyways, so is it that much of an issue? I could put... See, if we didn't use the the printing pot for the light, we could have fit a little water tank in here that we emptied into with a vent. Nah, I'm not actually that worried. Put a marble statue in here, because why not? And then just some ground molding. The old classic. Although I think over here we'll put some aeropods. Cool. This is all slowly starting to look like it was actually built like this in the first place. Yeah, I'm not going to spend more plastic on beds at the moment. We're going to spend it on steam turbines instead. He's growing. The only thing about bog buckets is they take for ages to grow. So you do, and they go off quite quickly. So you do kind of need a food storage system to actually eat them all before they go off. But we're getting pretty close to the oil, so we should be able to start. We should be able to complete those liquid blocks soon. Ooh, we found an aluminium volcano. Very nice. I like it a lot. This is quite annoying. We'll just sweep all this liquid up here. And then I guess we'll just ladder down from here. And we can just stick a pitcher pump here. Start getting lead for things as well. Not that that's actually very relevant, because I think we're probably going to have more iron than lead on this map. Did I look up the seed before starting? I did. I didn't look at it very thoroughly, though. I picked the seed with my favorite website, so that it had a lot of sulfur geysers on it, so that we could do a lot of sweetles later. But I did remember that it also had one of each type of metal volcano somewhere here. But I forgot that these three were all right next to each other. So this is just going to be like the volcano taming hub. And it's all actually right next to our big access shaft as well, which is quite nice. I have convincing surprise reactions. I just forget. Like, I look at all... What I do when I do these runs is I look up the seed before I start doing the run. And then I generally don't go back to looking at the seed tool. Because I like having the surprise, and I usually forget key details because I have other stuff to do. So it works out well in the end. They're like surprises, but not really. These poor guys. You're fulfilling your name, Drip Master. You're cleaning up all the drips. Exploring a little bit more over here. Yeah, let's put some plants in here. In fact, I'll put the joyas in here. Seems good. And we have the griffin. And also, I actually have a mod. Yes. So we have a few different marble statues we can pick from. So some of these are normal, and some of them aren't. But we have a few other options. We have a dragon. We have Talos, a dupe in like some armor. We have a Pacu unicorn. Draco Ranch Low. Oh wow, we've actually had a Draco die of old age. How amusing. Here you go. But yeah, we have a Pacu unicorn. I think we've got to go with that one. A smug pip. A red panda spirit. That's the one we had in our rocket last time. Dash Master. Who looks like a bug. Azura. I think it's like an Elder Scrolls thing. Poseidon. Lung. So that's like a Shenron Star Dragon. A toadstool with like a little frog on it. And we've got Pig King. I'm going to pick the Pacu corn. Critters live longer than dupes in Fungus's game. Lol. Hugh. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting this online as well, because I want the power. It's going to be a fairly decent amount of power, provided we can store it. We do need to seal this though, and we'll make this a liquid lock here. Wait, that's not quite right. So this is 20 wide up here. The top bit is all going to be steam, we know that. So we want the liquid lock to look like this. And then we fill this with oil. And that'll be really important this time, because this steam is coming out hotter than usual. Or, well, It normally would be. It's not at the moment because we turned everything off. Then we need a little bit more plastic for this, which is fine. Oh, we let some polluted water in. Oh well. Can't sweep that because we can't access it at the moment. It's probably for the best. Does this mean we're getting a load of food poisoning in our oxygen? Suppose not. Not seeing a massive germy outburst anywhere. Yeah, Paku corn. I like it. It's a mod. So Abe, you can have. Oh, you're the crop tender. Yeah, so you can go for crop tending and you can have the special hat. But you like ranching more, so I'm gonna let you keep the ranching hat. There you go. Very impatient. I just want them to actually do this now. I can speed to it. Things. Slowly get rid of all this stuff. You can see they're actually pondering quite a bit even on speed 2. Yeah, remove this stuff. Meep has a skill. Excellent. Meep can finally get super hard digging. Oh look, Joya seeds. And now we've got a constructor pay. So it occurs to me, with this run, we're going to be doing a lot of geotuning. We're going to do as much as it's reasonably possible to do. And once the dupes have built the base, that's going to be most of what they do apart from ranching. So we do want good researchers, but you are not a good researcher. You have noodle arms. Well, I mean, you are a good researcher, but you have noodle arms. I'm going to try not to take allergies, people. Uncultured green thumb builder is pretty good. I do like the joy seeds as well, though, but we have joy seeds. We'll take pay. And then we'll be at 20 dupes. And we won't take any more for now, just because we're starting to consume more oxygen than we're producing. So we'll ease off for a little bit. So pay can go here. Priorities can be building and a little bit of farming. Yeah, that's all good. You can sleep down here. Wow, we have a lot of phones. Idleness. That's part of why we're doing all this base renovation at the moment, because we just have all the spare dupe capacity as well for the non-Atmos suit areas of the map. So we may as well just do all of this just to keep them busy. Actually, we'll leave that. Ooh, we got a little stone hatchling over here. Just a random guy. Ow it. Ow it. Did I finish my hot chocolate? I did. I may go grab another drink in a minute. I'm not sure what. Yeah, we're making all these ammo suits. That's good. So we'll be well prepared when everyone starts leaving. Or when everyone's trained. So here's the thing, we have some natural gas down here as well. I should actually tap into it at some point, but I'm going to do that once we've got our transformer spine. I think we're going to set up the steam power up here first. Yeah, dig this all out. You may as well actually dig all of this out as well. We're going to need it all. Ooh, sucrose. How exciting. There is more stuff over here too. I know I've insulated this place for the benefit of this brine. But this area here is cold anyways. The base oxygen is plenty cool at the moment. So I'm just gonna ladder up here. We'll have a look at this. Some more sand. You're slowly getting cobalt from this. Oh, the thermonullifier flooded. We have like 2 tons of water down here. How did that happen? Oh, we have a load of ice that melted. Well, what do we do about that? What do we do about that? That's too much water. We can't fit a pitcher pump in here. I could set this to go... Let's see. This brine is cold enough it'll freeze up water. I think we just refreeze it. Let's just double check what the automation here does. So at the moment we're kind of refreezing it with the brine. We're trying. We're not actually getting hot enough to be dumped. So we need to set this to like -5. Now it's going to start dumping all the brine over there. Grab more of the cold stuff, refill this loop. Hopefully refreeze that and then get the ice out of here. I guess for now I'm just going to put a storage bin in here and we'll fill this with sweep-only ice to make sure it melts. I mean, this isn't the end of the world that this isn't working, but I prefer if it did work. So we'll just keep cooling down this room. We're going to end up dumping a lot more brine over here, but that's fine. I can just keep digging this out. Make some more room for brine. Yes, we're letting in colder brine. It is getting heated up by the oxygen, but it will eventually cool down again. I think it's working. There is a fairly large amount of oxygen in this storage. I'll hook this up again and we'll try and dump more of the oxygen. That'll probably help. I mean, it's not dumping it, we're just putting it in the base. Ah, what happened? Have we still got water in here? God damn it, how did this happen? We didn't have any ice down here. Ah, it's annoying. Hold on. We didn't bring any ice down here. This is what I get for not watching things. I mean, it doesn't actually matter if we have water down here. Really. But it's just the principle. It just annoys me. And we want to grab all this diamond anyways, so we're going to grab the diamond. And in doing so, make room for all of this water to spread out, so that we can sweep it up. So that's priority 9. This could be priority 5, because that water's already down there. Chaos! How can you play? It doesn't actually matter. It's not hot enough to boil anything. We want all the diamond anyways. This isn't a waste of time. Diamond is very interesting. See, look at me go digging the diamond now that I've got my super duper hard digging skill. Right. We're just gonna follow me for a little bit. I'm gonna go get some, I'm gonna save it while we do this. I've learned my lesson. I'm gonna save it and I'm gonna go grab a drink quickly. So I'll be back in a moment. See you in a minute. God damn it. No. You fool. Alright, I'm reloading this. I'm gonna go get a drink while I reload this. This is unacceptable. I literally just saved it. And before I could even get up and go, he's just made a complete mess of it. Alright, be back in a minute. This poor little knucklehead. Got a Coke. And all the fish think they're going to get fed. I see what the problem is. Cancel this. Build tile. Cancel this. Then we can priority 9 these sweeps. There's more oil over here as well. There's a lot of oil here, actually. I'm quite used to playing on trapped oil maps. So the fact there's just so much here just to grab is pretty interesting. Definitely more of an early game thing than a late game thing. Right. I think we can actually sweep this already. No, not quite. There we go. Cool beans. It's a sweep squad. Now it's moved over here again, typical. I'll just dig this. Who's scolding? Wait, Gene, why are you down here without a suit? How did that happen? Have we opened up some kind of back route? We have. We absolutely have. We caught George outside as well. I think someone got through here by accident while they were constructing this. I think that's the issue. Well, you don't want to clip into a sunbug. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend Gene hanging around in the oil biome either. That was not the smartest move in the world. At least there is oxygen in the frozen bit here. Otherwise it'd be quite worrying. Still a little bit worrying. Oh, a snazzy suit. Oh, hold on. Who's gonna wear this? Oh, Gene. Actually, no. Gene, come here. Wear a snazzy suit. Once you've got your Atmos suit on, come back and grab a snazzy suit. There you go. Yeah, we have lead. We have fossil, we have grub fruit seeds. We have grub fruit seeds? I guess we dug one up over there. Interesting. This slime is all cold enough now that we can replace it with metal. It's pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and do that. You know. Ooh, look all the eggs. Happy sun nymph. They're all sun nymph eggs too. Odds are staying about 2/3, which is pretty neat. I don't think I've ever gone beyond sun nymphs, you know. But we can definitely crush fossil as well. Have we broken into the Joyers yet? We haven't, because we've just been sweeping that stuff up. Okay. Well, we can resume this plan. Pitcher pump here, I guess, is the plan. We need a little bit more plastic to finish off the steam turbines. We do actually need to make a liquid lock here as well, which does require oil. So that was the other reason we needed to book it to the oil biome. And we don't actually have any ceramic to make things out of, so we'll make these out of igneous rock for now, but I expect this one to break. And we'll put pneumatic doors in as well. We don't actually have a metal refinery, so we'll just put one over here. Yeah, we need ceramic, and we need steel. I haven't done either of those things yet. Meeper's slowly making his way up here now that he has a super hard digging. So eventually we'll get some sand. Wow, we have a space Pacu. Neat. Very cool. Some items. We have no power over here because I disconnected that wire. Cool. So we can go here. Put some doors here. Some statues over here. Pedestal. Is there anything else we want people to do at the moment? Doesn't require ammo suits. I should probably just start letting people go out without... We have enough suits. I think we just let people go out the base now. I think we've got enough stuff that needs doing outside the base that we just need to let it happen. Because we need to actually get this cool steam vent tamed. So everyone is now allowed to leave. And hopefully we don't regret that. Because there's just too much stuff we need to do. Ooh. Interesting. Presumably this stuff melting over here is the cause of all the issues. Oh, you're just grabbing water. Okay, that's funny. You just drop the polluted water into the oil in a bottle form. That's okay. What? Meep trap themselves. Ow. Oh, you need rock for a ladder. Oh, you dug the tile that you... Ooh, how interesting. Well, you're gonna have to make a mafic rock ladder then. That would have been a funny situation. We'd have to deconstruct ladders sequentially or something. Yeah, you'll be fine. More idols over here. Well, people should be able to go out the base now, so I don't really see how that's possible unless it's just a load of errands that people can't do. Where else do I want to go? Oh my god, look, there's an oil biome over here as well, and I didn't even notice. And there's a geyser. So let us go this way. Go up and have a look at this. Very cool. There's so many geysers, it's ridiculous. Not that this is helping the idols. Right, I guess just deconstruct this stuff for now. I don't think we need these here anymore. Oh, I didn't fix these properly. Right, got it. I didn't let them leave. Yeah, here we go. That should solve the issue. No! I'm exhausted. Yeah, I guess don't worry about this stuff too much then. We still got this pipe down here that we can't actually access. I just need to dig this out. How bizarre. Wow, that's a lot of people on the phone. Pretty cool. We've got enough plastic for 2 more steam turbines, so please build these. So these are all going to be eating 200-degree steam-ish. So that's going to be a lot of power from this in short spurts. So we definitely will want to build our transformer spine with a load of batteries to house all of that. And we're going to put it here. We've been letting this cold CO2 erupt this whole time, by the way. It's ended up penetrating these liquid blocks. Ow. These are supposed to be vacuum. These ones still are vacuum. I guess we'll just pour some more water in. Oh, I think I know what the issue is. Let's not actually bother with that. I think eventually we want to make these out of oil as well, because I think we've been taking hot stuff into the base through here, and the water has briefly flashed and let the carbon dioxide in here. But we have resulted in some cool temperatures. I'm not sure that was worth the insane amount of carbon dioxide. But, I don't know. It's actually kind of nice flooding the map with carbon dioxide as well in this bottom bit, because it's not getting into the base, this is just regular build-up. It does mean that there's less random gases floating about. The whole map is just a big CO2 pit. Right, let's put a pitcher pump here. In fact, let's put 2 in. And we need these to be igneous rock. Yeah, there we go. And then we can just dig these out here. And then that should be more oil than we could ever possibly use for liquid locks. Nice. Yeah, sweep only, liquefiables, and ice. So, have we frozen this stuff yet? We are decreasing it in temperature. Sand has fallen down here and block pump. That is not very cash money. It's still been working, I guess. We are sending cold brine through here. It's staying cold. If we look at the oxygen now, it is properly chilly oxygen. It's actually coming out of the base really cold. Or it's coming out of the electrolyzers really cold. And it is chilling down the map significantly. Which is fine. I don't really have a problem with that. I'm kind of just overthinking this. I should just let water out. We don't need to have super cold oxygen in the base. We're kind of pumping all of our brine over here at the moment and kind of wasting it. Yeah, we'll just deconstruct this very quickly, let the water out, and then let the rest of it freeze. Why about your page's commands image link gives a 404? Really? How bizarre. Let me have a quick look. It doesn't for me. Oh, I see. Oh, it's because I changed my username and I never updated the image. Thank you for telling me. I see. Cool. I'll fix that after the stream. Thank you very much. Right, we let the water out. Let's put this back in. Oh, I am become error. Sweep it up. That was probably the other reason why I didn't do this. That's gonna go everywhere. Back. Let's actually just let that too. Come back, everyone. Come back. No. We've let a lot of stuff spill today. Well, that's not too bad. Yeah, I changed my username a while ago. It used to be Arisia Smogon, because I did a lot of stuff on Smogon a while ago, like Gen 5, Gen 6 Pokemon. And I thought more people would know me from that and bump into me, but I think I overestimated that. So I just changed it to Arisia Gaming. So yeah, this will freeze now, so... Oh, maybe it won't. I'm just going to set this back to what it was before. We don't need the oxygen that cold. But we do need to dig this. We need to find out what's in the locker as well. There you go. What is Smogon? It's a competitive Pokemon website where people play Pokemon online with a simulator. And yeah, it's a lot of fun because it's really quick to put teams together and fight other people. It's basically just Pokemon without the RPG stuff. It's a lot of fun. I did that from about Pokemon Diamond and Pearl to about Pokemon X and Y. And then I stopped after that because I kind of lost faith in in Game Freak for making good decisions when it came to competitive Pokemon. But I still check in on the website frequently just to see what's happening. And the recent games like Scarlet and Violet look quite interesting from a competitive point of view. But I don't have time to get back into Pokemon, unfortunately. I barely have enough time to play this, although recently I've actually had a good go at it, which is nice. The Bog Buckets are slowly growing. Our food stocks are not huge, but we haven't had a huge amount of trouble either. We should definitely be cooking pack of fillets, and this should definitely be priority 9. We can queue up Surf and Turf as well, although we haven't set the natural gas yet. Is there anything we want to make here? We've actually got some nosh beans somewhere, so we can make tofu, but I don't think we want to do that. I think we just want to keep the nosh beans. I think we are eventually going to actually grow nosh beans. Because we're going to make a lot more different types of food, just for the hermit. Right, so we've sealed this. We must have built those pitch pumps by now. We have got loads of oil. Perfect. So we can start actually filling stuff with oil. So first things first, let's fill this with oil. Here we go. Fill this with oil right away. We want to boil some water as well. So what I could do is... We've been using the brine to cool down the oxygen from the base. But there's a lot of brine. We have a cool salt slush geyser there. We have another cool salt slush geyser here as well. And we do kind of want to boil it all eventually. Yeah, look at this little mini oil biome. Isn't that cute? But we do want to kind of boil it all eventually. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to run the brine past these to cool it. And then we're going to dump that somewhere hot as well. So when the stuff comes out of here, instead of going up here, where does this pipe go? So let's get rid of this pipe because it doesn't do anything anymore. We had like a big pool of brine that we were cleaning up. So that was that pipe. Let's keep that here. I may have been too overzealous with pouring the brine. With making space for the brine. Right. We can start tiling this up again. We want a little bit here just to absorb the heat from this. But I think overall, what we'll do is we'll grab the brine, send it up here. We'll bridge it over. So this is once it's like room temperature, once it's cooled down the oxygen. We'll send it back through here. And we'll run it past these. What's this gonna look like? Probably something like this. Ooh, yeah, I like this. This is neat. And then we have the water coming out from here. We'll hook this all up to go this way. Then when this is done, we'll send the hot brine back over here. Bollocks. And then we'll send that to the volcano. Maybe. In fact, what I should actually do is we'll bridge this over here, send it this way. Have it go up here. And have this go down here. So then this is the hot brine going through the insulated tile so it doesn't heat everything else up. And then that will go there. And then we'll deconstruct this. And we'll need to do a little bit more tweaking to get that to work. But that's okay. Right, we have oil in here. That's good enough. So that is now a heat-sealed liquid lock. We'll need to... I'm just going to make this all out of insulated tile as well, and we're just going to extend the ladder up here. I'll probably want to make this a insulated chamber as well. And fill it with hydrogen. So something along these lines. I'm not 100% sure this is going to get finished today. Oh, and I'm really annoyed because this liquid lock's going to be staggered. Well, that's fine. Adds character. We can fill this with water because it's never going to get that hot in here. Just pump hydrogen up here to fill this room, maybe. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. We'll just have a layer of liquid on the bottom and that'll do for conductivity, maybe. I don't know. I'm just talking out my butt at the moment. I don't think I want any of these dupes. I think I'll just take some more puffs. And we'll open these doors. If we get any more Paku, they're going to have an interesting route down to the tank. In fact, I don't think they're going to make it, so... Rip. We'll handle that when we next get Paku. Actually, I could just open this and open this. That's what we'll do. And then we'll open these doors so that critters can wander in and out. We'll go and grab the Joya seeds as well, so we can put those by the place with the things. Where were they? Oh, they're all the way down there. Maybe I'll grab a Joya seed from here instead. Yeah, we'll go grab that. And then... another Joya seed. There's probably one in there. Skills. Ellie can have... digging. Frankie can have suit sustainability. Does well for that. We're very low on food now. Because we're waiting for these bog buckets. They're almost grown. I actually needed more food than this. That's kind of amusing. Well, it's that time. It's that time of day where we can go and murder all these Drakos. So let's do that. We do like to periodically clean this room. Also, I need to set priorities of these to be different. So this needs to be priority 9, this needs to be priority 9. This has probably just been running for the last, like, 5 cycles, just dumping stuff in a loop. It's kind of annoying. But that's working properly now. Yes, eat Drakos. We're doing lots of stuff at once. We're gonna have a conveyor full of meat. Yeah, it's cooking time. Oh, I guess it's the other thing we should do. Now that we have oil, we should definitely set up the freezer. And then we can just start overproducing food. So we need to do these liquid locks. I don't know why I put these in first. I think that's fine. We'll just put the bottle emptiers in here for now. We could probably actually just leave the bottle emptiers in here permanently and then put other stuff in this bit. Oil for freezer. It's not for the freezer itself, it's just for the liquid lock. We're just making a 2-tile liquid lock here to keep the food fresh. We're going to do it with oil and ethanol. Yeah, we have ethanol. I just need 2 liquids. I think you need 2 different types of liquids. Yeah, keep zapping. No, why are you asleep? Reachable food. Oh, you've trapped yourself. Hmm. That wasn't very clever. That wasn't very clever of me, I should say. Let's just make a ladder so you can get down. Out of igneous rock. You just use 1 spill liquid. Add. Ah, how do you do it then, BFR? Because I just build bottle empties and I pour 1 liquid here and then I pour another one here. In fact, I think I actually need to remove these and move these up. This to work, so let's just do that first. Hope we don't have to do this again for a while. You don't have your game open. Ah, yeah, fair enough. Well, we can talk about it later on the Discord, where we talk about ONI related stuff. But you already knew that. I just got the Steam notification. You're already there. Also, what is going on with my internet? I'm definitely having some issues. Oh well. Not that bad. So the thing with this pipe is, this is eventually going to fill with room temperature brine. And what we need to do is we need to actually loop it until it gets a certain temperature. So what we'll do is we'll have, let's see, we'll have a thermosensor here. We'll have a shutoff here, and that will need to be made out of iron. And then if it's too cold, it'll go up here, and we'll feed it back in here. And then if we set it up like this, it should loop continuously. It's kind of a crooked way of doing it, though. Actually, I don't like that, because that's kind of not fully satisfying that Steam Turbine. So we'll send that down here. Sorry, was indecisive, now not so sure. This is why I have pliers. So we'll bridge that there. And then if we bridge it again like that, we should be able to hook it up like this. And that should work how we want it to. So it will feed the loop based on the thermosensor output. So the brine will go through here until it heats up to 95C. Or whatever we set it to. Probably 95C. And then we'll dump that brine over by the volcano. And then boil it all. And make a load of steam. This does not seem like an entirely thought out plan. But my main priority is just getting this online. Ah, you sent it. Right, I should probably have a look at that now. Ooh, we found a volcano. We found another iron volcano. And... yeah, this is fine. Okay. We didn't accidentally open the wrong tile. Cool. I'm very impressed with the selection of metal volcanoes on this map, but I kind of knew that when I already selected it. Here's all the magma. Magma. We'll start getting gold soon as well, that's nice. Hopefully this will stay liquid for a while. We could actually dump more liquid on it like this. I like that idea. Aha. Let's have a quick look at this then. I go to the Discord. Right, what is this concept? Ah, so you have one liquid blob there, and then you have like a little exit there. Ah, that's cool. Yeah, that's a different overall configuration to what I'm going for. But that is cool. I do see people doing these really compact kitchens a lot, where all the food is stored at the kitchen, and then the dupes just come grab it and go get it. Yeah, and then you've got the one there that's right next to mess halls. I see. I think I am going to stick to this just because I've positioned these here already, and I like to split my food into multiple freezers just in case one of them breaks, so all the food doesn't spoil at once. But yes, that is. I have seen that before. So we'll build these here, and then we'll pour out the two liquids. So with your setup, do the dupes ever stand in the puddle? Does that happen? Because with this setup where they're standing on the ladder and they're grabbing the food from this tile, this won't be a mesh tile forever. They don't go into liquids. Oh yeah, your dupes don't go into liquids either. That's good. They can reach two tiles. Yeah, I guess that's what they're doing here. It's the same thing. Cool. What are our priorities at the moment? I've queued up a few different things, haven't I? Not that many. People are probably pretty busy doing some of this stuff. I do need people to do that stuff, to be fair. So, automation wire. This will hook up to that. We'll need power as well. Stupid wire. Let's put that here as well. I don't know why the power outlet for the shutoff is bigger than all the other power outlets. You're also just cooling the environment, not the actual food. Yeah, what I'm doing, I'm basically cooling the carbon dioxide in here. I'm gonna run a thermoregulator out here. I'm gonna run a pipe full of hydrogen through here. And that's gonna cool the carbon dioxide and the food. And because the liquid lock here is gonna be very low mass, it's not gonna conduct a lot of heat outwards. And we're going to fill this with carbon dioxide as well to make sure it's not actually retaining a huge amount of heat. So it's going to be a little bit colder over here than in the rest of the base, but it tends to not be too bad. Ooh, I just ate Paku. Nice. We actually did some research. Well, I guess we'll stop doing research for now, because we've got other things to do. You know what I'm going to do? Instead of these Mealwoods, we're going to put a triage cot here. And this is where the triage cot can hang out. Yeah, we haven't even harvested the bog buckets yet, so that's pretty cool. Wait. Oh, we're letting out the oxygen here as well. Oh, that's fine. Do I still want to do that? I guess we do at the moment because we're building in this area without suits. But eventually I'll turn these off again. Let's sweep up all this stuff. Or we get any melting in here again. Yeah, we'll only turn this off if we don't get enough oxygen going to the suits, but we're fine at the moment. So let's... Now, I think what we do is we put ethanol on the bottom and oil on the top, but I can't remember. So we're going to try it very quickly. We're going to be very careful. Oh no, Travaldo, you're not going to do it, are you? You're going to fall asleep. I think I need to give people more bedtime slots now. We try and make it work on one bedtime for a while, but when they start traveling around outside the base, it just doesn't work. So we're going to switch to 2 bedtime slots. Just to make sure people can actually get to bed. I feel like I've done something wrong here. No, this isn't right. Oh, it was neat because it was like a 6-tile block, but now it's a 7-tile block. We can't quite do it neatly. Poor downtime, bath time slot never used. I guess I'll just do that. That's good enough. You like overlapping the downtime a little so balloon artists can get more balloons out. You know, I've hardly seen any balloons on this run. Maybe that's why. Because we've seen other overjoyed responses. Let's go back and watch this again. You gonna manage to do this, Travaldo? I don't think you are. Right, let's pour out the smallest possible amount. Yeah, and then we'll do the same with oil, but only after we sweat this up. Yeah, there you go. Who's going to do this then? It's Pay. There we go. So now we'll drop some oil in here. And that is going to be Hassan. So let's follow Hassan for a little bit while he does this. And then I can have a sip of the Coke. You're quite slow. This is the issue with yellow alerts. You get dupes doing stuff that probably shouldn't be doing stuff. Yeah, there you go. The slow ladder. Feeling the lack of plastic ladders at the moment. How much plastic do we have? Not a lot. I think it is worth making this ladder plastic, but it's going to take a while. This is on 2x speed somehow. We'll do a little shuffle too. Very nice. And the Drip Master's just like, excuse me. Gonna barge past. This is ridiculous. But at least we know, because of how the errands work, someone else hasn't done it in the meantime. I'm gonna speed through it. Rock pile. No. Cook faster. Perhaps we need more than one kitchen. Or perhaps we just need more than one grill. I've got this stuff in here just in case we need it. But maybe we overestimate how much we get there with one chef. I mean, you're not the best chef in the world, are you? You're what's your skill? Yeah, your cuisine's only 8. So we can definitely improve that. Right, let's watch this very carefully. Okay, so that was the wrong order. We won ethanol instead, because I just overwrote the ethanol. That's weird. Yeah, just pushed it out. Oh dear. How did I do this before? I've definitely done this before and it worked well. I hope they haven't changed this, otherwise I'm going to be annoyed. Just make it ethanol for now. So sweep that up. Sans at it again. We'll sweep this up again. Yeah, I probably just did it in the wrong order. I never remember the right order to do it in. I thought because ethanol stores at like 1 kilogram per tile and crude oil stores at slightly less, I thought the ethanol was denser, but I don't think that's how it actually works for some reason. Also, their sponge texture still disappears when you do it on speed 3, which I find very amusing. Yeah, there we go, that worked. It's a bit wibbly wobbly, but that was the intended effect. So now we can sweep this up. And deconstruct this. That is a cold resistant liquid lock. Not that it's going to get that cold, but it is going to get slightly colder than freezing temperature, I imagine. Just do these one at a time. I raise them one tile up so that when we're sweeping this, we don't interfere with this. Then ethanol again. That's why the mesh tile is here as well, so that it can just stack on top of each other properly. And now that we've got some spare down here, we don't actually need to set these to auto bottle either, so that should speed up the whole process. Yeah, there you go. Actually, I'm quite surprised. I thought this was going to break somehow, but I guess the ethanol poured down here and it didn't destabilize the crude oil. It was pretty good. But I think I'll do the other one from the top down. So let's make this crude oil. I'm sorry, I lied. I guess we're not completing the geotuning today. We're definitely completing the freezer today, but It might take a little bit longer to get the Steam vent online. I've got an hour and a half. I might manage it in that time. I'm kind of doubtful. But if we don't, then we'll get it ready. Hold on. No, that's fine. Just a little bit of a leak. Oh, people were still dropping ethanol there. Stupid. I should have said that. Yeah. Ari is doing this. Whenever I see Ari, I think about that short, that ONI short. That was something else I was thinking of doing as like a YouTube video idea. Was like dubbing like quotes over the footage, like famous quotes and things from like the ONI trailers. I haven't been super inspired for that yet, so that will probably happen at a later stage. We did Geotune for a few seconds. Yeah, we did get to see it work. And we may actually get it built today, but I want to get the freezer done first because we don't want food going off. That's like the main thing. Okay, so now we can deconstruct this. We need to sweep all of this up. Yeah, there was one with Crazy Ari. Like, he was trying to be funny and tell jokes, and people found it funny at first, and then he overdid it, and then they got really scared of him and ran away. I can't remember what the context for that was. It was a bit like a fever dream. Right, this should be crude oil. There I am. I really like having the self-insert in the game. It's adding a lot of enjoyment for me. Because I just get to pop in and see myself doing something stupid every now and then. That's a lot of phones. Austrian artist, got some of that barbecue. Oh, we've got the Bog Bucket harvest too. That's nice. Yeah, that's going to help. All that food's getting delivered here. That's good. Gene, what are you doing? Oh, you're grabbing all of this up. Oh, that's fine. It's just a random one, not update related. Yeah, I think that, yeah, that checks out. Let's just sweep these up quickly. We definitely should have done this top down, just to minimize the chance of destabilizing this. Really? Do we... Where's all the ethanol gone? I guess we deleted a lot of ethanol somehow. Oh no, we dropped it all back in the thing. We have a bottle emptier, but this isn't active. Should also probably priority 9 that just so we can get fish in there again. We caught you mid-leap. Joya here. Yeah, don't go sit in the arrow pot. That's not for you. Let's give people some more skills. I'm just gonna get everyone towards exosuits now. We need mobility. Although you could have building. You could also have building. Who's left? Bert. Bert can have building too. Oh no. Did I leave this too long? No, I'm fine. It's Travaldo. Look at him go. What's going on here? Oh, we've ended up with a pocket of oxygen right by the carbon dioxide. The pressure is too low. And nobody's breathing it. That's bizarre. I think it's technically working, but not quite how we wanted it to. Do we want anyone to rest in here? I don't think so. This does not count as a stable. Why not? Oh, because we can't. Oh, we can't have a triage cot in here. Oh, that's annoying. How irritating. Where are we going to put this? We haven't really left ourselves space. Actually, we're going to put it out here, because something very silly about triage cots is they give you extra breath. So you don't tend to suffocate in a triage cot, even if you're not in oxygen. Look, it gives you plus 1% breath per second. So we'll just put a load of triage cots up here. Seems like a decent plan. Although then we'll need to seal this. I think we should seal this though anyways. We've got a lot of polluted oxygen up here now. Presumably from this just off-gassing. It's fine. But you do need to do this first. Oh no, I've left this too long, haven't I? Yeah, I forgot about it. God damn it. That's something you definitely need to not do when you're doing this, is forget about the ethanol. Otherwise this happens. Oh god. We really did just pour like a whole ass tank into that. God damn it. Yellow alert time. Get on it, folks. I did a bad thing. It's much quicker if you all do it together. I get sidetracked very easily when I'm playing this. I'm always flitting between little tasks. This leads to some funny moments, but it's not ideal. Got some different gases in here. We've got polluted oxygen. Plants are just being fussy. Right, let's just follow Gene so I don't get confused again. There you go. Yeah, because if you let it get too much, it just pushes the oil out of the way. So I can deconstruct this, and we can do the next thing. The next thing is filling all of these containers with CO2. But guess what? We have a huge pocket of CO2 outside the base. So we can just let the room flood. In fact, we can just deconstruct these. Provided that the liquid locks don't break, this should be fine. and then we'll close it back up again when the rooms are full of carbon dioxide. But normally, if I'm trying to do this earlier on, and we don't have a CO2 geyser, we'll just do wood burners or something along those lines. Can you sweep these first, please? Yes, so let's have a look at the gas overlay. So this is now full of CO2. So we can seal this back up. And all of this oxygen is eventually going to rise out of here. Quite quickly, actually. Hopefully. These ones are already done. Yeah, that one's done. So that worked pretty well. It's going to fill with a large amount of gas. Not really sure whether that's a good or a bad thing. But beggars can't be choosers. With a few more airflow tiles in here. And now we can actually start to put the cooling infrastructure in. So we put the conveyor chutes in. The food has to be dropped on this tile for them to reach it from the ladder. So that makes sense. And then I tend to do this with a thermoregulator rather than a thermo-aquatuner. Thermo-aquatuners are more efficient in terms of power to cooling ability, but it usually overloads wires and stuff because it's the 1.2 kilowatt. I just want to connect this to my main grid and not have issues with it, so I'd rather just run the thermoregulator and keep it all connected to the same system. You could run this for like pulses and do it very occasionally and have spikes, but I don't know. I'd just rather not worry about the wires overloading, so we're going to do the thermoregulator. So let's see, how's this going to go? So the cold stuff comes out that side. Let's just plan this out for now. So we want insulated pipe going down here. Then we want radiant pipe going through here. Guess this pipe here doesn't have to be insulated, but we're going to make it insulated anyways. We'll set that up here. And then that will come back in here. And if it's already cold enough... Oh, right, yeah, this is what we do. So let me put a thermosensor here. Hook this up with automation. We'll need to actually plug this in as well. So I can just go here. And then if it's cool enough, then it will bypass and go down here. And then we can bridge it on like this. And if it's not cool enough, then it will go in the machine and it'll feed out here. And this will always prioritize the cool stuff out of the machine. So this should always work. Yeah, it's quite neat because we've got the thermoregulator in the middle. I actually planned this out location-wise, so this will work. And then this just heats up the outside the base. And we are actually cooling it with these CO2 geysers. Not sure how effective it's going to be long-term, but... let's actually make the thermoregulator out of gold. Just to be safe. So let's see... plus 11 digging, but unconstructive. Damn, you were so close. We've got a high-level decorator. I think that's super good. A glow stick. I don't know. I don't want any of these dupes, but I don't want the omelets either. Maybe we just take the omelets. I think we just take the omelets. But what I'm going to do as well is I'm actually going to get rid of these things here. I'm going to do something. I'm going to put an auto sweeper here and a conveyor loader here so we can grab food from the printing pod and move it up here. Although I've realized there's a sage hatch in here. We don't want the sage hatch eating our food. Let's just get rid of the hatches in here. Yeah, eat those. Did we find another Joja? Not Joja. Joya seed. Joja is a different game. We did. It's over here. Let's dig these up as well, and then we can go plant a second Joya. Who's got skills? Gossman. Gossman, you can have digging. I'm trying to make sure everyone is able to dig their way out of a nasty situation, just in case. Actually, this should be fine. The fish will figure it out. We'll make sure this tank activates again. We'll turn this off. We don't want to dump ethanol up there. Right, so auto sweeper. That should grab stuff from the printing pod. And then we can put a conveyor loader here. Power-wise, that can just come over here. And then that's just going to be food. I mean, we'll just send it over here, because this is eventually going to be the ranch conveyor anyways. We're going to keep extending this down here. So that'll just meet up eventually. And that'll send the food to the right place. This should just be set to edibles. Yeah, so set it to all edibles. Oh, we got ice over here. I should not have liquefiables in here. That's why stuff's been randomly melting. Yeah, let's pour some oil in here as well. Actually, this doesn't need to be oil. This can be water. And then we need to dig this out of here. We can get across this side. Probably best to put a ladder here too, just to be safe. Let's just watch people fill these up. Can't reach that pipe. Interesting. People really not get up there? It's kind of odd. That's definitely reachable. Maybe we need to remove the door. Why wouldn't that be reachable? Oh, I think they can't actually go up here. That's the issue. Bizarre. You're filling up the map with so much CO2. How are these bog buckets doing? They're multiplying, but fairly slowly. Yeah, we've got all the triage cots up here now. Who's doing this then? Abe. Abe, that's not quite enough water. I'm going to admit it. Actually, it might be enough to generate a vacuum, and that's all we're looking for, really, so... Something else I've realized as well is there's going to be a lot of walking back and forth across these tiled bits. So, if there's no critters in here, I should actually just open these doors. Like, all of them. So the dupes can walk through here faster without opening these doors. So we obviously need them for room separation, but it doesn't matter if they're actually open or not. There we go. Same for these ones. In fact, it doesn't really matter if critters are running around the whole base. Or it doesn't matter if they get into the bedrooms. We're not going to have shine bugs over here, are we? So actually toggling them. No, it's not. We do need to click on these all individually. How sad. Door clicking simulator. People ever actually going to get around to doing these toggling errands? Okay. One of the Amaris is on it, that's good. This is so many doors. Then we need to do these ones as well. So we only need doors to stay closed. I was clicking and dragging and it wasn't setting them. I'll leave these ones closed by the exit. This needs to be edibles. It's probably a bug, because it says it's doing it, but it isn't. What about these ones? Probably open these ones too. Then these ones. These ones. Laboratory is fine. And then not the ranches, so all these doors remain closed. Okay. There was a setting. Yeah, the toggling. Because I was toggling it to open, but I was dragging across them and it wasn't changing it. Who's idle? Oh god, Gosman's trapped. Why is Gosman trapped? Because we removed one of these tiles over here. That makes sense. Yeah, build these, please. Oh, you could have a worse fate. Oh, look, we've got little puff prints to keep George company. Got more shine bugs in here now. Although there's a few too many. We haven't really managed this very well. But I'm sure it's very pretty for George. Yeah, 340 decoration. There you go, Gosman. Have fun. Yeah, I've got vacuum in there now. That's good. Let water drip in here. It's mildly annoying. So we're ending up with water in here. Okay. I guess it's good for now. Could make some temperature plates in here as well, I suppose. Right, we built all the pipe. So now let's just connect it all together. So... No. Oh, not yellow alerts. There we go. That's all of these. There you go, lovely sort of little band-aid thing. And then we want to fill that with hydrogen. We have a hydrogen pipe over here that's kind of awkwardly placed. Guess we'll just go this way for now. Yeah, we'll send the hydrogen over that way. Then we'll just feed it on to the loop over here. And then we can sweep all of this stuff out of here. There's no oil deposit, so we need to put a bottle emptier for oil over here. That's probably fine. Oh, we probably want to make this out of igneous rock. We've explored quite a lot of this asteroid now. Although we still haven't made it to space. There's a neural vacillator up here. Vassalizer. No, vacillator. I always say vassalizer and then I correct myself, because vassalization is something that happens in Stellaris. So we're eventually going to dismantle all of this. But for now, we'll just go like this. In fact, we actually need that tile to function, so open the room. So we'll just do this. It's fine. And dig that up. Sounds just like, oh boy, I love building pipes. It's my favorite job. I'll fill the whole map with pipes. I just don't think we have a lot of balloon buddies in this colony, to be honest. Look, here's another one. Sparkle streaking for days. Oh no, you were sparkle flattered. You're actually a balloon artist. As I just said that. That's hilarious. Oh yeah, because you can see Hassan's eyes are wider than Travaldo's. How interesting. Yeah, sweep that up. So this should start sending some hydrogen over. Fill the loop. This needs to be set to below minus... No. If it's above minus 10, then it activates these. They look like they just got lobotomized. Well, that's one way of putting it. We finally let all of our dupes outside the base. We have enough atmo suits, and they are just about filling with oxygen. We're just about generating enough oxygen at the moment. But the two things we're trying to do is get our freezers online for the kitchens, so we can just start storing food and stockpiling it. And we're trying to set up the geotuned steam vent tamer, and that's just taking a bit of time. I'm trying to figure out what to do. But I think we've got a good system, but I think we're going to get it properly working next time. Because we've got about an hour left. But we're definitely going to try and make some progress with it. Now, we need to dump oil somewhere. We're just hanging around the map, so let's put the oil in here. We found oil. And a decent amount of it. Not a lot of oil wells, but that's okay. We just need a little bit. A lot of polluted oxygen over here. And we've continued demolishing the old base. So this is the only bit that remains, and we kind of remixed it from the original base. There we go, Travaldo's got a balloon after I was talking about it. Yeah, because I guess all the balloons are being handed out at the printing pod. What weird. Oh, I see. That face is the balloon artist face, not the sparkle flattered face. That makes sense. I'm giving everyone balloons. Well, this isn't me, but this is what Leofar thinks I look like now that I've got my haircut. And to be fair, the haircut is pretty spot on, I think. Maybe the color of the hair is different, but that's it. Yeah, we built our Geotuners, and we tested them out, and this overpressurized a lot because it was so hot the steam just wasn't condensing at all. So we set up some steam turbines. We're going to figure those out. What I might actually do once the kitchens are working, and it looks like once the refrigerator is working, it looks like they are, is I might start building transformer rooms as well, because we're going to want transformers for all this steam power. It's going to be a lot of steam power. Like, more than I thought it would be. So we've got hydrogen coming in here. It's coming out cold. It's going through the loop. We'll just speed to this for a little bit. And then this should cool down to about minus... what did I put this at again? Probably about minus 24, minus 25. There's a lot of CO2 in these rooms, because these cold carbon dioxide geysers have been erupting for, like, a lot of the game. And slowly filling up the whole map with cold... well, with CO2. Which is good, because we kind of want to keep it to one gas outside the main base. Good grief, look at those pixels. Yeah. Yeah, it is cooling down. Obviously, the thermal conductivity of carbon dioxide isn't that great. But once it is at the right temperature, we can just start dropping food in here and it should be good. This is overheating. Wow, this is already overheating. Presumably because it's not conducting heat with the carbon dioxide. Hmm. Because, yeah, what I've done before is I've just stuck these outside the base. I guess usually the base hasn't been filled with carbon dioxide. Which just has very bad thermal conductivity and heat capacity. So I probably need to make this out of steel. Or do some other shenanigans. Let's try... I'm going to put some plastic temp shift plates here and we're going to try and get some naphtha going on. I think that's what we're going to do. Can we make a plastic temp shift plate? Do we have enough? We do have enough. Let's try it. I'm very curious. In fact, we'll actually put that over here. It's always good to make just a little bit of naphtha anyways. You still haven't made a freezer. Have loads of DLC stuff I still need to play around with. I should give it a go soon. Since I don't have that many dupes, fridges and CO2 still works nicely for me, so it hasn't been on top of the to-do list. That's absolutely fair. I'm just aware we're at the point where we've got a lot of critters. We're actually getting a lot of bog buckets online. And I don't want food to keep going off for making polluted oxygen. But I still actually need to shove the food in here as well, so that's something else for me to do. Is I need to take the finished food and put it in a loader, which will go here. That does not need to be yellow alert, Matt. So we can just build this and take it this way. And what I like to do is I like to just split it evenly between them. Like this. And that way we have 4 freezers full of roughly the same amount of food, and if one of them breaks, then we're not risking the whole stockpile. And we've actually ended up making these freezers a bit bigger than normal. So hopefully this will work. Everyone's pogging out on the phones. Right, let's see what happens to this temperature plate. The real answer is I might have to make this out of steel. But we'll go and have a look. Yes, I know it's overheated. You need a wire here too. And go there. Right, so that temperature plate has been built. The thermoregulator is dropping again in temperature, although it's still overheating overall. What's going on with the temperature plate? That is not really heating up at all, because it's an insulator. Well, that makes sense. I definitely need to do something. It's never actually going to heat up. Let's deconstruct this. We could make some metal temperature plates and then try and conduct the heat over a wider area. You could just make them out of lead. Because I would just put metal tiles over here. Like, we could just put this on a bed of metal tiles. Maybe that would be better. And the tiles would absorb the heat. We could just move this all up one. Could do that. Temperature in these rooms is getting down, which is good. This will stop overheating as well once the temperature gets down, so maybe we just let it overheat. We'll come back to this and see if it's an issue in like 5 cycles once this room's at temperature. But they are getting colder. Yeah, I think we just leave it. So this is where we'll put food that we want to freeze. So finished products like omelette. I'll set this to priority 8. These are priority 9, so it'll load the gas range first. We'll put barbecue in here as well. Cooked seafood. But we'll also put Surf and turf. Although it's not ready yet. Yeah, we can start dumping this food in the freezer. Oh, so close. Yeah, so sterile atmosphere, refrigerated. I could put some pneumatic doors here as well so that people don't accidentally go in here. We can restrict access to this. Why do I keep yellow alerting things? Yeah, that can go like that. That's all good. We've run out of storage for raw materials, which means I need to empty these again. I guess we could build some temperature plates in here. I don't know, it's probably not worth it. I'm just gonna build some marble statues in here. I don't know exactly what we're gonna do with this space yet, other than dump food in there, but marble statues will be nice. We do have our more marble statues mod after all, with the Haku corn and a few other things on there, so we'll find some good ones to put in there. Yeah, let's see what we do with these. Sorry for not being very talkative. I'm just enjoying actually just relaxing and watching them build the stuff. Today at work, I was in meetings all day. Like, we were doing HasCon meetings for various sites for my project, so it was all safety-related discussion. And it was very long and involved, and I had to listen to all of it.
Imagine that.
Hey, Treble Queen, how you doing? I saw you were online earlier. Were you playing Loop Hero by any chance? We are just vibing out. We made some freezers, and we're trying to get them cold. And I think it's going pretty well. The only thing is our thermoregulator over here is overheating slightly, but that will stop eventually. I might even just put some ice temperature plates here for now. Just melt those. I don't know, that's probably not worth it. It's just because the carbon dioxide is rubbish at absorbing the heat. That's basically what was happening. Oh yeah, you were, and then you decided to play ONI instead. That's pretty cool. These are also pretty cool. I've got the more marble statues mod installed. So we have our Paku corn over here, and Travaldo is still handing out balloons, which is amusing to me. But yeah, the base is going pretty well. We planted some bog buckets in our hatch ranches, and we're trying to grow more, get more seeds. The thing about bog buckets is they grow very slowly, so it takes ages to get a good amount of seeds through farming them. But our food stocks are going up, so we thought it was a good time to start making freezers. Got a little red panda in here. I like it. The radius on these is huge. Like if I go to the decor overlay, like that's reaching... How far is that actually reaching? Oh, I guess it's not reaching that far. I mean, the dupes are getting the decor when they're going over and grabbing the food, so I think it makes sense. Yeah, the next thing for the kitchen is to get the gas range online and actually get some natural gas power going. But the main thing I want to do at the moment is geotune this steam vent. This poor little puffed is hanging out in here, but he's going to get steamed. The steam vent is named Sweaty. Leofar named it Sweaty. But the Geotuners are really strong. Because normally this outputs about 4 kilograms a second at 110 degrees C. But with 5 Geotuners, it outputs 8 kilograms per second at 210 degrees C. Which is huge. It's going to be enough to run 4 steam turbines off. So we've set this all up, but there's a few more things I need to do first before that will work. I want to take the power from these and put it on some transformers. And just hook up all the transformers so that the base power is split onto a few different grids. Because at the moment, we're just running everything off of these 3 coal generators, pretty much. Like, that's all of our power. I mean, we have some manual generators down here for the recreation buildings, but that's about it. Puffed sauna. Yeah, that's a good idea. You'll name the next one into Drippy. I don't think we actually have another cool steam vent. We have this. You can name the cool salt slush guys Drippy. This has been doing a pretty good job. We haven't actually loaded this yet because the brine hasn't gotten hot enough. But once all the cooling capacity from this for the oxygen is gone, the brine's at room temperature, we're going to loop it past all these steam turbines and cool them down, because these won't be able to be self-cooled. We'll need more water flow to cool these. There may be some maths I have to do to check whether this will work or not. But we found oil as well. We've got a little oil biome over here with an iron volcano in it. And we have a bigger one down here, and there's an aluminium volcano here. So we've got oil. We're using it primarily for liquid locks at the moment. Yeah, this is really struggling. These are getting quite cold. There's a little bit of heat leak, but not too much. We've got the grouchy beast in here. We've got the toadstool. Oh, I see, because it's like a literal toad, and then it's got mushrooms on it. That makes sense. But yeah, this is the More Marble Statues mod. I think this one's in the base game. Well, the mermaid. This one's in the base game as well. I might change some of these. Yeah, let's put the dragon down here. And then we'll have Talos and Azura up here. It seems stylish. Yeah, we've got loads of puff beds now. Everyone has got their own puff bed. Some people have pedestal decorations. We found a Rubik's Cube. And we found a ceramic morb. That's what we got for completing the critter fluxomatic. And yesterday we set up a little shine ranch, a shine bug ranch by the hermit, and he quite likes it, but we still need to get him proper food, so he's not come out of here yet. And I don't think we've released Slime Lung, because all this slime is actually cold enough that the Slime Lung is dying, so that's always nice. But yes, it is 10 o'clock. I'm very tempted to actually wrap it up a little bit early, but there's still a little bit of work to be done on this. Oh, we've got rotten barbecue in here. I mean, we've got enough CO2 in here that none of the rotten stuff should off gas, but we don't want food to be rotting in our freezer. That's not very cash money. Yeah, this is just crazily overheating. Maybe I should just get some steel and quickly make it out of steel. I could set up a really quick and dirty metal refinery to do that. I could literally just put it on the end of this for now. We're cooling this room. There's already coolant here. I could change the loop slightly. This seems like a bad idea. Let's try it. So we can have igneous rock. Maybe an ice temperature plate will keep it going until freezers reach the temperature. Yeah, maybe, or maybe we'll just rebuild it. Like, once they reach the temperature, it should be fine. Like, they're already getting very cold. So maybe we do just need to deconstruct it and reconstruct it. I'm going to hold off doing the metal refinery until we're ready. I'm just going to waste time on a temporary build. Maybe, I mean, we could put it in here eventually, but I'm not sure how many spawns we're going to have and how many hydrogen generators it's going to lead to. Who's idle? Draldo. You actually run out of stuff to do, guys. Well, that's not ideal. I guess we could start building this shaft as well. And... because this was the original shaft location, but we're not going to keep going that way. We're going to come down here. And we'll dig this out. Deconstruct this. And then go all the way down here. Building broken. Lovely. Got another Quinn. The game is really desperately trying to give me a Quinn. Okay. So we've got an interesting one here. We have Turner. He's a level 12 rancher who also has agriculture. And he eats radiation. But they're anemic. They have reduced athletics. Do we take the anemic? I'm very tempted because he should never leave the base. He's just going to ranch critters and farm plants, and he's not going to leave. So I think him being anemic for that role is fine. And it will be kind of entertaining to watch him stumble around. I think we're going to take him. Yeah, we're gonna have fun with Turner. Right. Skill point. So we're gonna give you farming, obviously. You'll need to manage you very carefully. So yeah, you'll stay on that schedule, that's fine. Priorities. So Turner, we're actually going to get rid of the the standard priorities on you, and you're just going to ranch, and you're just going to farm. And everything else we're actually going to reduce. We're not going to turn it off, because there may be circumstances where he needs to do this. Can we rename him Turtle? Oh, that's so good. That's such a good idea. Right, okay. We have Turtle. Turtle. And we'll give him a turtleneck. That's perfect. I love it. Yeah, so there we go. Just ranching, just farming. We've got some more skill points to hand out as well. Let's do this. Everyone needs exosuits now. It's official. You're mechatronics, so I'm going to keep giving you building even though you're interested in farming. And... we're going to turn off the doors. So he can't go through these doors under any circumstances. Turner is not allowed to leave the base. Because he will just not do anything. Yeah, because we have actually completely sealed this now. I mean, there's a little bit over here that's not, like... well, it is sealed. It's just not thermally insulated. But the rest of this is. Except for the ethanol tank. We'll see about that. Here is the boy. He's so slow. But he's going to try his best. And if he gets anything in his eyes, he will just not wander around. He'll just like stop moving altogether. It's gonna be great. We're coming down here to dig. Great. Inspired. I'm just gonna turn digging off your priorities. You should not be going anywhere near excavation. In fact, I'm gonna turn building off as well. He's not going to die. He's just going to, like, hardly do anything. Ooh, buckfruit. He's not going to run out of breath. He's fine. These skimmers are trying their best. They're actually gonna, like, this should probably be exosuit territory, now that I think about it. So maybe I'll just seal this in. I don't know exactly where this is gonna go. But let's yellow alert this. I'm gonna wrap this up in like 10 minutes because like I'm ready to go to sleep. But it was worth it just to hire Turtle. We'll take everyone out of here, bring them up here. And then we'll make this an exosuit only project. Nope, get out of there. Wow, a lot of people ended up down there. There we go. Very good. No one actually got trapped. What a relief. So, in terms of actually getting down there, we'll dig the snow out again. And then we'll probably just go through here. We'll go grab the ethanol eventually. Hey, what are you doing in the fish tank? Oh, this is something else, by the way. We filled the fish tank with ethanol, just because we could. Yeah, now people are running out of things to do. Everyone can leave the base, though. I think people just don't have enough tasks. But I've kind of run out of brain power, so I am going to wrap it up. But it's been fun. I'm not sure what we should make the thumbnail. I'll rebuild this again very quickly, and maybe we'll just get a shot of the kitchens and stuff. Oh yeah, get these all finished. Yeah, that's a good idea. I'm gonna feed that to Nosh Beans. Yeah, I want to try Nosh Beans. I do. We'll go for like 2 more minutes, just for the thumbnail. Because I want to finish these statues. The only problem is he's trying to do the statue in a CO2 pit, which is not the best idea in the world. Yeah, I'll go find someone to raid as well. Yeah, I really like the statues in this mod. They're very cool. This is definitely Elder Scrolls. Yeah, just give him a second. Yeah, we got the dragon with the little orb. Very cool. Guess that's just what it will look like. Ellie is building this. Do you have any construction skill at all? No, you don't. So you're going to be doing this for the next, like, 1,000 cycles. Great. Look at that progress bar. It's barely moving. Oh, well, she's doing her best. There we go. Yeah, I'll make it a colored one today, because that highlights the marble statues and things. Great. And it even makes it look like the thermoregulator is working. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone it's going to overheat. Right. I'll save it here. And we will go raid someone. But yes, thank you for watching. It's been fun. I'm glad I've had some time to actually commit to this game again, like after Christmas and after having COVID, and I'm really enjoying streaming it, making some progress. This is definitely a really good seed, and this is definitely going to be a really long run. So I'm kind of trying to plan everything so that it works really long term, and I don't have to keep fiddling with it. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Right, let me go find someone to raid. I'll be back in a sec. Right, I'm gonna go raid Sushi Queen again. I was watching them earlier, and they're still playing, so I'm gonna go raid them very quickly. But thanks for watching. If you haven't already, feel free to follow, and you'll know when I stream. It's Mondays to Fridays, 7 to 11 GMT-ish. If you miss a stream, I have a YouTube channel where I upload all of my VODs and stupid meme videos and tier lists, usually related to this game, sometimes about different games. And a lot more stuff will be going on there in the future. So yeah, we're gonna head over. So, raid, sushi. Hold on. I'm in the wrong entry. Let me have a look. Alrighty, here we are. I'm gonna go raid Sushi Queen in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bye for now.